This is Zimnala coming at you with another adventure in Halls of Torment, Boglands DLC. We're going to be continuing our adventure here. We're going to be doing a run with Sage. I pretty much set them up the way that I want it to go. And we are going to turn off the Hastening Sands because we want it to be a longer run because our goal is to destroy more items. I wonder if this just makes everyone a little faster. As if so, that's fine. That means we'll move around and kill more things. Yeah, I think this is fine. We'll be fine like this. Alright, so let's get in there and see what we can't make some things happen. So yeah, we're gonna take ring blades. This one will get powered up. So I'm contemplating. And our main goal is just to destroy as many collectibles as we can. And you know, I think we're not going to have problems with that. I think we just need to stack out on our ring blades and it'll be just fine. We don't need pickup range. You can kind of focus more on the two that will boost things, which is force and range, but it really doesn't matter. It's not going to change much of what you have going on. Well, if we destroy 22 every minute, we're gonna absolutely get it by the end of this, so I think we're gonna be just fine. We've already more or less kept up with it. Hmm. I think concentration is still the overall best one of these. No, honestly, we might want both of these. Let's just do that, because they both do good stuff, actually. I think for this one, we're going to actually want the dedication just to get us some more force on our stuff, so they'll last longer. Oh yeah, we don't even have elemental damage. We're not gonna be getting it, of course. Yeah, we are still gonna want both of those. Now if we see the good upgrades for ring blades, we take it. Because we do want to get the next scroll. But we do obviously want to get the good upgrades as we go along, so both of those things are true. I don't specifically want either one of those, but we'll obviously take in it. Oh good, extra scrolls. Well, damage is a little bit less of our focus, but two of these increase the cone size, I guess. What does cone size do for this? Let me see if it'll tell me what cone angle. Oh, that probably doesn't actually matter all that much. Okay, then the only one that actually matters for the purposes of what we're currently doing is the damage. I can save the doubles for other things, perhaps. Maybe. Let me consider. I'm thinking. We're doing the 4 of them for that, so we have about 4 less to play with. And usually was having a couple left over that I use there. So I could still use 2 of them, I think. Okay. And I could get the damage in cone size. I guess I could do that. Because while it wouldn't help with breaking items, it would still help with us doing damage, so and that's still useful. Yep, we do want both of those. We're still largely on track. It'll pick up as we actually upgrade stuff more. Yeah, as long as we're moving around, we'll destroy items. That's the main way this works. So. Okay. It's not exactly what we'd want, but at least it's better than the other thing that it offered us. Actually, that magnet might help us level up a little bit. Let's grab that. Well, we are making our way through. Okay, so attack speed and blade size will both help. Heck, I'll take that. There we go, we'll accept this. Okay, so I'll double the damage, I guess. We can get a scroll, actually, so let's start moseying towards the scrolls again. Oh, cut it too close. There's a lot of healing items, though. We'll probably just fine. And they got our healing there as well, so I think we're okie dokie. There we go. That's our third upgrade for that. Okay, so the other things we might are, I guess, transfixion maybe? What would do damage far away? That might hit things. I actually don't think most of these are super long range outside of this, so I guess we'll settle for doing extra damage close range. I'm gonna mosey our way towards the next scroll. Now we can do area radius and multi-strike, because that'll hit more things. Theoretically. Now that we're moseying more, we should have no trouble with breaking items. We just gotta keep moving. None of it's really all that useful. But at least one of those can be sent back if we get a bunch of returns. Like, we'll eventually collect all the items. That's new. Well, I guess we put that in our pocket. Oh, we're moving. We're now ahead of schedule, by the way. We have already done a fifth of it. Once we started moving, it started solving itself quickly. Actually, we're already a quarter of the way there almost. Which is fine, because we're like a quarter of the way through our time too, so now we're back on track. It slowed down a little while we were circling that scroll. Well, neither of those does anything for us. Nope. Well, the only one I think that will help us is actually the damage. I think we're gonna have no problems maxing everything out anyway. Yeah, we're just gonna do a big ol' circle and come back for that. So we're not ready to pick up a scroll. Honestly, range might do better for us on that one. Gonna loop around and get that invincibility. It'll make us run faster. Okay, we can get the next scroll. Yep, we're a third of the way there. We're ahead of schedule. That's all that matters. Oh, neato, we're gonna get a magnet. Oh, we got another scroll right there. Force is fine. We got too much varied stuff going on. Oh, more range. That's probably what we would have want. Like last time. Take amputation this time. And we're gonna want both of these and doubling up both of them. Bam and bam. Get the next one. There we go, now we can get it. Wanted to kill the slime before we double back and keep going. I don't think we're gonna have a lot of trouble in getting our goal. I think we're gonna be just fine. We absolutely had to do a slower run though. Not in terms of what we're fighting, particularly just a 30-minute one. Okay, so I'm gonna want attack speed and the base damage, I guess. We're gonna double both of them. And we're gonna want to pick up another ability. Just fortunate because we're heading to the next scroll now. Oh yeah, we're definitely not gonna have too much trouble breaking enough items. Nope, we don't need these. I think. Can we check? Yep, nope, we're good. Yep, we didn't max some of those, so we'll get them when we do. Yeah, no, maybe I'm gonna actually slow down on the scrolls. We have a lot of other stuff we're still leveling up. So, we're gonna take a loop around and come back for it. We are at about the halfway point for breaking items, so we're definitely well on ahead of schedule. take that. That hurt, but we're okay. Oh, now it's time to get one. We've gone through most of the useful upgrades finally. We'll get the additional fragile stacks on this. I don't think we need to worry about doing more long range damage. I think we got that under control. Yeah, as long as we keep moving, we'll get it. Yeah, we can go in and get another one of these scrolls. Fragile is the one we want. An echoing light. We've gotten a lot of those slimes, but that one we didn't quite get in time, unfortunately. Not that it matters too much. We're getting close to being 2/3 of the way there. This is the only one that doesn't reduce the area. Definitely want more stacks. More attack speed. Yep, we want echoing lights. Okay, it's mostly settled. We can actually add another ability in now. What else might do it? Well, nothing else is gonna probably do damage that we need, so... If we just wanted to do incidental damage, then technically... we did Arcane Rift and had it pull towards us, I think it might actually hit some things. So, let's do that. Just a guess. It's not the most damaging, but it might hit additional barrels for us. I guess technically that's just an upgrade, so let's drop that off, put it in our pocket. So we want whatever reaches the area radius on that. Well, neither of those does anything for us. Multi-strike is as good as radius. Moseying our way towards the next scroll. Be pretty funny if we actually finish it at the 20-minute mark. We did build for it though. So I guess there's nothing wrong with being too successful. Oh good, another well. We can go get an upgrade for this. And the one that we immediately want is actually the area radius. And I should not have done that walkthrough, but I don't think it'll end up being a problem in the end. So now they all run towards us and explode on a first enemy. Which should make them hit more barrels out in the area. And now we're pretty much free to just wander. And we can kind of wander towards all these magnets, not that it really matters where we go. We are actually almost done. Now we are about ready for another scroll if one wants to pop up. Nope, those don't do much for us. That's what we wanted. Give us the scroll. Okay. What's our next ability? I guess technically Kugel Blitz could hit stuff far away if we let it. If we built that direction. Not that it matters, we pretty much gotten our goal anyway. There we go. New artifact will be open for business. There's a lot of these arcane rifts. There's a lot of them. That's crazy. What's another scroll? So these floating guys don't actually trigger them, so that's fun. Good thing our opacity is pretty high, huh? We wouldn't be able to see much of anything. It probably doesn't even matter which ones we get for it. Well, I don't expect we're going to get any more achievements, but there aren't that many more achievements to even get, so we can't feel bad about that. I think that was the only one we could actively get anymore anyway. All the other ones are for like Torment shards and winning with artifacts, and it's pretty fair to say that we've mostly won all of the challenges. And that means we can start just having crazy maxed out runs until we settle our way out of this. And then I'll probably shelve it for a while until the next DLC comes out, and then maybe I'll check that out. I have really enjoyed what's going on so far. But I can't promise I'd check it out immediately. But I'll certainly consider it if it looks really good. It's really hard to see what's going on the ground. But I think we call this winning. Yep, we don't actually need these. Okay. Let's see what's in here. Anything good? Sure isn't. Goodbyes. We got another scroll in the corner. I guess we could add something new in. Especially considering we're basically out of upgrades almost. It's not like we're gonna max any of it out. I just don't think we'll have enough levels for it. So maybe we'll get something, you know? Probably get another like 5 levels, probably. We'll see. Well, this might be worth saving. Because it's one we're missing and it does stack with this, because both of them would give that. Because this one happens every 30 seconds regardless, so it would stack with each other. Guess it's not worth switching out for that with how far we've gone with it, but it is worth saving. Sure, we'll take that. Nice. Oh, we're maxed out on abilities. I guess we got a few more levels than I thought we were gonna. That doesn't do much for us, but we'll pick it up. Extra gold is extra gold. How's our damage looking? 2 million, billion, I mean, that's not too shabby. How are the other things stacking up? Well, surprisingly, Kugel Blitz is catching up. Transfiction's not too bad. And we're on the last minute. It's nice to get all the conditional achievements at least. Frees up how we play it. Yeah, they were just dead as hell. It's pretty funny. Okay, we want to save this for sure. Gonna save this. Of these two. This one could have something to do with Shield Maiden, maybe? We can at least look at it in the future when I plan it out. It's not like the other one mattered at all either. Yep, we got a new artifact, Unstable Tinderbox. We can take a peek at that, see what that looks like. Let's just grab a character. Let's look to see what it has going on. All breakables that drop goods become sources of additional fireworks. What do you mean by additional fireworks? I don't think traps would matter much. I don't think enemies having extra attacks would hurt much. I also don't think that reducing the stack limits would be too bad, but let's see what other options I might have. I guess making them bigger wouldn't be too bad. We don't need to kill lots of enemies, so making them bigger is not really a problem. Especially considering they'll be slower. I think we're gonna roll with 20 for now. And I'm gonna take a couple minute break and then we will get back into this. I'll see you in a moment. Goodbye all.